Hi, everybody. Welcome. We are live. We
Hi,
have
everyone.
today our special guests, Crone's Own, Priscilla and Heather. Hi, Priscilla. Hi,
Woohoo.
Heather.
Thanks for having us, Jean. You know
Yes,
we love to come on your channel.
thank you.
We
Thanks for
do.
being here. And y'all see that I'm going to be wearing my glasses today because we're not going to be doing readings today. We're going to be sharing some information that I just love talking about with these two wonderful crones. And I wanted to share the conversation with all of you. And I'm early this morning. I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a background. Early this morning, when I woke up, my guides and angels gave me a song, and my song was "Let the Sun Shine In." And it was, I couldn't figure out what song it was because it doesn't start with that, but that really long, let the sun shine. I can't even sing. Let the sun shine in, the sun shining. Oh my gosh, I was rocking out to this song all day long. My
That's brilliant.
vibrations were going up and up and up. I shared it. Have you in the chat? You probably already know because I sent it to you. I sent it to everybody I know just to share the high vibrations and the celebratory feeling that I was getting from my guides today. It
That's
was like
beautiful.
it was so uplifting and so reassuring and so much love. If you haven't listened to that song in a while, please do go on. It's on YouTube. Go on YouTube and check out the song with the lyrics. It's very uplifting and it's just really catapulted this information that we wanted to talk about today. And
Your
Isn't that
vibration.
Jesus Christ Superstar?
No,
No.
that
Okay.
was the Age of Aquarius.
Age of Aquarius. You're right.
I think.
I think you're right.
I think so.
Oh, she said, Warrior Girl said, Priscilla, please give Heather a hug. That way you both get one from me. See, that that is exactly what we're talking about. That is a
Absolutely.
perfect example of what we're talking about. Share
Thank
the
you,
love.
Warrior Girl, for the hug. We appreciate
I
that.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Hugs are always good.
And thank you for the example of how we want to raise our vibration. So we have
Perfect
a lot of
example.
Mhm.
so we have a lot of information. Let me see if I can. Let me see settings. No, no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
we lost her.
Bye-bye, Jean.
Uh, Interesting.
I don't think I've ever had that happen before.
No, no.
We're on and you're not.
Sorry about that, everybody. I, I wanted to share the screen, and as soon as I can get um, my screen ready, share screen. This one, share. Okay,
Oh, there.
so
Whoop.
there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Lordy.
This is one of the main reasons why my guides are really helping me out and sending me these songs that are raising the vibration. I know that we've all been feeling some pretty heavy energies and a little imbalanced type of energies. I know I have. I remember
Absolutely.
yeah, it's been for me since the second week of October. It was before the eclipse that it really hit me, and then during. And this was there's two eclipses, obviously, and I think it was the lunar eclipse before, and then the solar eclipse now.
Yes.
I can't
I think
remember. Is
yeah,
that
that's
how it
right.
went? And Warrior Girl, you can help me out there too. And Soda Pop, hi, how are you? Can you tell me if we met at one of the fairs that I was at, that I did your reading, and that would really help me out a lot. So what we have here is the symptoms for a solar eclipse. And I know I relate to a lot of these. And
Every
please,
one of them. Right now, every single one of them. I haven't slept well for at least 3-4 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Yet anxiety, embattled, accidents, not so much. Exhaustion. Yeah, all of those. How many in the chat room are feeling this stuff? We have answers.
Yeah,
We have ways to make us feel better.
Mhm.
okay, so yeah, it says sleep deprivation. It's widely accepted that in each solar eclipse, troubles occur during sleep time. It's a lot of this eclipse energy, feeling anxious. The solar eclipse radiates so much energy that only a few of us can handle. Isn't that
Yep.
amazing? It is amazing. And feeling embattled, the primitive instincts which are awakened are sensing are sensing upcoming danger. And this is just a feeling that we get when we have when we have these solar eclipse, or just lunar and solar eclipse.
And they
Yeah.
were just boom, boom.
And these are really close together, it seems like.
They are. So I just wanted to point this out and just to share that I know that a lot of other people, like the questions in the chat that we've been reading on, have a lot to do with, feeling overwhelmed and feeling indecisive and feeling, anxious and things like this, and a little more so than usual. And so I just
And
thought it was really important to point this out and let everybody know it's not just you, and it's not anything to do with more than, just these solar these eclipses that we're in the middle of.
well, it's the solar eclipse plus all the squares and everything that is going on with the planets. And solar symptoms can last 6 months. The effects of a solar eclipse can last for 6 months. I don't know if it's 3 months before or 3 months and 3 months after, or if it's just from one solar eclipse to another. I think that's what it is.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
of course, it's worst right when it's during the eclipse, or right, closest to the eclipse.
Hi, Ron. Hey, Viviani. Thanks for being here. Hi, Esther G. and Gypsy JJ, G. Covington. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming and stopping by. Hi, Yvonne. Thanks for being here. Aw. So, with this said, with this being the case at this moment, what I was interested in doing is talking a little bit about our frequency, how to raise our frequency, and especially about laughter. And I think you all saw let me just show this.
Now, if he
Oops.
doesn't make you laugh,
Here it is. Sorry, I'm trying to find the layout. This is part of the laughter. This guy is just chilling, right? He is on a lily pad, relaxed, stretched out, and just chilling.
so
I
cute.
I'm like, this is me. This is who I want to be. This is where I want to be. I just want to be chilling, relaxed, and on a lily pad somewhere. I love floating on water. So we could all visit this place when we do our meditations, right? We can all just imagine ourselves laying back on a lily pad on a body of really still, calm water. I thought that was really interesting. Sorry,
Yeah, I
guys.
like that analogy.
So, what we'd like to do is talk a little bit about raising our vibrations. And one really, I mean, we all can do this, not only just the song that I received from my angels this morning, but also laughter and having fun and being silly and sort of just throwing caution to the wind and kind of bringing out that inner child,
Yeah,
dancing around the kitchen and things like this. And sometimes dancing brings laughter, right?
Yeah,
it is if
sometimes.
you're watching me
Yeah,
dance. You're going to
yeah.
laugh.
It certainly will uplift your mood.
It does. And you know what? A lot of us just take life and ourselves way too seriously. And my guides are always telling me, lighten up. You're supposed to be there to enjoy.
Right.
You
Supposed to
learn and
enjoy this.
enjoy. You're not
Okay.
supposed to be sad and angry all the time. Lighten up. There's more to life than being serious. But I think a lot of people, once they get into their spiritual growth pattern, it's a serious subject. I've got to do this and I've got to do that. I've got to meditate every day and I've got to hit the shadow work and I've got to do this. And it's very serious. When half the time, all you got to do is laugh it off. And then you don't even have those issues you think you need to deal with.
Go to your ha-ha yoga.
That's what I want. Has anybody in the chat been to laugh yoga? I've never been there, but I want to go.
They just fake it. But just faking it makes it feel real. I mean, even if you just chuckle to yourself now, you have lifted up your spirits a little. Even if you don't mean it, just hearing it helps.
That's true.
It does, and it's contagious, and it's silly, and it just makes you laugh at yourself, and it's just so funny. It's just really, I love the contagiousness of it, and the way that it just lifts your spirits, and then it's contagious. It's just really, it's very beautiful, almost like a yawn. You know how you watch somebody yawn, you can't help but yawn. It's an involuntary response, I believe.
Well, it's like watching, sometimes some of you watch those kitten shorts on the YouTube, the shorts, the pictures of the dogs, cats. And you watch them because they make you laugh.
True.
And they make you laugh, makes you feel better. That's why you watch them. They're just fun.
Well, on a spiritual point, what amazed me was when I started reading about the different types of laughter and how they relate to different chakras. Who knew? You know, giggles do one thing and chortles do another, and the guffaw. See, what is it? The chortle is your head and throat chakras because it expands this throat chakra, allowing better communication. I think that was cute. And then the guffaw is the belly, so that's the second and third chakra. And then the chuckle's the heart. Isn't that beautiful?
That is beautiful.
It doesn't have to be a big laugh, just the chuckle.
Yeah,
that warms
it opens your immune system.
Yeah.
Laughing's really good for the immune system. It's good for our heart. It's good for the circulatory system.
And raises the vibration.
And raises your vibration too. So it's all good. Yeah. It boosts immunity, lowers stress hormones, decreases pains of all kinds, relaxes muscles, helps prevent heart disease, adds joy and zest to your life. Well, we know that. Eases anxiety and tension, relieves stress, improves mood, strengthens resilience. Laughter does a lot of different things. But I love the way it relates to the chakras. I thought that was brilliant.
And it really is related to your health. If you can find a way to laugh when you're sick, you're going to feel better. And you're actually going to recover faster. True. If you can laugh about things.
We talked about using it in cancer centers where people were getting treatment and how it helped them deal with their treatment. It's a laughter therapy. It was watching cartoons and other things like that to make.
They've actually got a therapy called laughter therapy.
Laughter therapy.
Yeah, to go into the hospitals and work with people to help them
lighten up. Neat.
Well, if you're raising your vibration,
laughter's a good thing.
Lots of things.
Well, I think you two may have also touched on this on one of your other shows about Patch Adams and how that is an example of a doctor who used humor to help his patients, and it helped him with his career, and it helped everybody in the entire hospital, and all of the staff members. I mean, it was just such a uplifting. It's important to be serious when there are serious matters. It's important to take breaks from that seriousness and let go.
Yeah, balance it out. Everything's about balance.
And just like
divine feminine, divine masculine, happy, sad, you've got to find the balance.
But just like everything else, little things matter. Laugh at the little things. They matter. Even just a small smile is better than no smile at all. So if you just chuckle a little at one little joke, that's still an improvement. And sometimes it's really hard to do,
Depending on the joke.
depending on the joke. And if you don't have any jokes, you see somebody laughing, go find out what they were laughing about. Most people enjoy sharing their jokes.
That's true.
Well, speaking of sharing your jokes, I did recall something that made me laugh more than anything. This was going back like, 30 years ago. I had a job where I had to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and we opened the doors at 6. I worked for a chiropractor, and there was a office manager, and she was a little like stern and strict. And then there was a coworker who worked in the office with her. And I was, working with the chiropractor and the people and taking the payments and all that stuff. And so one day I was in there and we were asking the office manager a question, and the other staff member was sitting at her desk. The office manager was sitting on her desk, and we were talking to her. And all of a sudden, the office manager went boom and disappeared. she just disappeared. We're like, what happened? Where'd she go? She was, and she comes up from her desk because she was like stunned, and she's like, I fell off my chair. And it was the funniest thing. Oh my gosh. Every time I looked at my coworker, we just busted up laughing. It was so, just the way that she was there one moment and boom, she was gone. And then it was like nothing. It was almost like a, what's that Punch and Judy show? What's that, like a puppet show or something where she just disappears, and sort of like that slapstick kind of thing.
Right.
We laughed. I think it was that day, and then the rest of the week, every time her and I would look at each other, we would just bust out laughing.
That's always so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
And it creates a bond with your coworker as well.
Yeah.
A positive bond with a coworker. I'm not
We'll
sure about
never
the one
forget
that
it.
fell and you were laughing at, but
She thought it was funny too. She just
I'm
didn't.
sure
She was
did.
like, she was a little disoriented because out of nowhere, she just felt, who falls off your chair? It was just, I'm sure that spirit put that in our place so that it would raise the vibration. It was really, really
Of
very
course.
lovely.
Of
It
course.
was a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah. And just that kind of a silly, something that is out of the ordinary and unexpected and
Mhm.
just tickles your funny bone. And it really does raise your vibration.
It
I
does.
just love it. It's just real important. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
okay.
kind of comments do we have?
Let's
yeah.
see. Lay down.
Oh, they're having thunderstorms. Gypsy JJ says in Oklahoma, the thunder is rolling in. I have heard that there's some serious storms in the Midwest, and I actually did see it on the Doppler today. So y'all be careful. And it doesn't look that wide, so it looks like a short duration. Like it's a thin kind of a cell. It's not like a big blob.
That's good.
On the Doppler.
They're notorious for tornadoes up there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Especially during thunderstorms.
Yep. Thunderstorms bring tornadoes in our old neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see the
every
conversation, everybody's being so sweet to one another. Yeah. So Soda Pop says, my serious attitude comes more with how I was raised and where I live. I think Americans and Europeans are a little bit more relaxed.
Where are you from, Soda Pop?
I think they said Tel Aviv.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I believe they said something like that. It was way up there. I don't recall, but I
think
believe
Americans
it was
are very relaxed at all.
Some, depending on where in America you look at. Some of them are very.
As a whole, I don't think of us as very relaxed.
Recently, I have to agree with you. It used to be that it was so easy to just break out laughing or say something and start laughing. And people now, they're having a hard time with it because they may look at you kind of funny, like, huh? But in general, laughter is extremely catching. And if you walk into a room that's full of laughter, you'll probably end up starting laughing yourself. Even if you don't know why, you'll just start laughing. So,
Even if you don't know why, you're like, why is
exactly.
everybody
You still
Well, think about
laughing.
it. When you're around people
Yeah.
that are laughing, you just can't
You
hardly
just,
not
it
laugh.
you just rubs off. You can't stop.
That's true.
Comedy
and that
clubs are
is
they're known for that. You may not know why you're laughing, but everybody else is, and you just can't help it.
oh, that's lovely.
I
That's
think we have
lovely.
to learn it to laugh at ourselves, not
Yeah.
take ourselves so seriously, and be able to laugh at ourselves. That's one thing my husband from England taught me was they can laugh at themselves. Americans not so much. And I
Oh,
found that to be true.
interesting.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Um, hi Jennifer, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. So, what we want to do is go into a little bit more about how laughter, uh, we understand that laughter is raising our frequency and why it's so important to raise our frequency. Let me just see if I could. Let me just shrink that, open this. And I want to bring up, if you don't mind, let me see if I can do that one more time. So
Oh, yes.
this is the map of consciousness based on a logarithmic scale. And say that 3 times real fast. But it's Dr. David Hawkins, and he's a well-known scientist that examines or does uh, researches this subject very well. And I thought it was really important to bring this up and show everybody sort of what your level of frequency, what the number relates to it, what the emotion that relates to the frequency, and the view of life that we have. Or do we feel it's harmonious? Do we feel it's meaningful? Do we feel it's benign? Do we feel it's complete? And sort of like when we're in anger, or what would seriousness be? What would seriousness be? I don't know what seriousness
Not
be.
really like put there.
Demanding, feasible,
I
maybe.
don't know.
It's
Yeah.
going to be in the lower, but
I was thinking willingness, but I'm not sure.
and it's got to be lower than neutrality because serious is more than
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about, would you
Fear is along with
serious?
anxiety. I can see that being a serious.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, or scorn or demanding, the pride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it would be a little bit lower than, or it would definitely be lower than the acceptance, reason, love, joy. And this laughter would be up here in the joy and the love, right? It would be in the
Yeah.
500s, and it would be serenity and reverence. Um, it's it's really it's amazing that there is somebody out there that did enough research and did these tests and came up with a chart in order to help all of us understand this. So I have a couple of other things, and this, what does that do for your frequency? A basket of kittens. Isn't that
That's
adorable?
got to raise your frequency unless you don't like kittens. Aren't they adorbs?
And here is another piece of information that I came across that I thought was really important to kind of review and look at. A little bit of fun. And I'll try and open it up a little bit while we go across the top. And meditation. How many of us here meditate? Does everybody here meditate? You could say I do, or want to know how many in the chat
How many in
do
the chat?
meditation. Mhm. Honest, I need to be more strict. I don't get a chance to do it every single day, but it is a dedication and it's a gift to yourself. And I do
It is.
meditate, but I can definitely say I don't do it every day. I do, I do, I do. I love it. Warrior Girl and Esther G. Thank you. Yeah. And if you don't, and it's sort of like if you're doing dishes or something like this, or if you're walking, there's a lot of different
Oh,
types
yeah.
of meditation. But that's a good way to raise your vibration. Just that's 20 ways to raise your vibration. Breath work. And Priscilla and Heather, did you do a show on breath work, right?
We did. We actually did a show on raising your vibration and frequency as well. I think episode number 4 was vibration and frequency.
That was way early on.
That was one of our
very first ones.
4th one.
Wow.
I have no idea what that
I have to go
looks
back
like.
and look at it.
That's a long time ago.
And I do have Priscilla and Heather's YouTube channel in the description of this show, of this YouTube video. And if anybody hasn't gone over there yet, I do encourage you to go over. There is so much information. They have a whole bank of different subjects, of metaphysical and high vibrational subjects, and just curiosity, very well diverse, beautiful, researched, highly very well exactly what I'm not doing, very well portrayed, or very well, I'm trying to think of the word, very, very well carried through.
Jean, you're so sweet.
Very well done.
I get that. I do that a lot.
If we didn't have it,
thank you, sweetheart.
sort of put together where we want it, we couldn't do it.
Sure.
And that's your fault. Thank you very much.
And you. And you.
So
it takes both of us.
It takes
their
both of us.
their website is the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. I'm sorry,
That's
their
the
YouTube
YouTube.
channel
Yeah.
is the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. And please go over and show them some love, and do subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost us anything, and you will really enjoy so much information. It's really very well done. I really enjoy it.
And the
so
more
let's
the
just
merrier.
That's true.
It is. The more the merrier.
So
there's a lot of different ways to raise your vibration, and meditation is not the only one. Energy work, getting away from toxic environments, like not watching the news, not watching
That helps.
TV, regular TV. To me, that really helped raise my vibration. Watching the news and television was starting to really make me angry.
And
so we just quit.
Yeah. And if you watch a lot of TV, or you take life very, very seriously, it's really hard to connect with your inner child. And sometimes the swimming pools where we end up doing it, like having races, and
our inner child comes out in the pool.
Yeah.
We do really stupid stuff in the pool.
But it makes you laugh. And that's half the reason to be there.
It's games, and it makes us giggle and let our inner child out.
Like,
so
did we really do that?
That is beautiful. I've done a couple of these things. I see down near the bottom, it says positive affirmations.
Yeah.
I had a mantra that I used to repeat to myself on my way to work, and it was phenomenal. I love, I love my job. I love my job. I love my car. I love my family. I'm grateful to be able to run, jump, and be fit, healthy, fit, and thin, something like that. And I'm so grateful for my wonderful health. I'm so grateful for, I would say all these affirmations of gratitude and things that I loved, and just really, it really did set me off for the entire day. And I would just repeat them in the car, and it would help with the traffic as well.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's because you're combating anything negative, because you're saying positive things and your body's going right with it. So you're elevating.
That's a really good thing for me to do whenever I get in the car. I should think of positive affirmations because all I want to do is strangle the driver in front of me, the one that just pulled out to take a right from the left lane. Those kinds
And
of
you
things.
attract the positive
you
energy
do.
when you're speaking, statements of gratitude. You
That's
attract
true.
positive energy around you.
That's right.
It's amazing the power that all of us have. And down here is another one of my favorites is declutter. I'm down over
Yes.
here. That's one of my other favorites as well. Taking a whole closet, taking everything out of it, reorganizing it, getting bins, getting rid of some things. You feel so much, you're like
You do, don't you?
so light and airy. And
Mhm.
even if it's a kitchen cabinet or just something, it's really very good. I love my sound healing is also on here. All of
Mhm.
these are wonderful. And I know
They
that
really are.
you move your body and Heather and Priscilla, they do yoga, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yoga, and then I have a personal trainer that comes 3 days a week to
So you
make
get
me
out
sweat.
there.
I'll just say it nicely
Get
that
stronger.
way. Yeah, strength training, and
She's a sweet young lady.
she is.
She is. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
And
And
I
then
love the
some,
gratitude that I wake up in the morning and have words of gratitude. I thank for the sunshine or the rain, whatever it's doing that day, and that I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's my affirmation.
And one of the best ones is spread kindness.
True.
I
oh,
truly like that
I
one.
like that one too. Wherever you
yep,
go.
that's
Because
right.
whatever kindness you give may be the only kindness they get that day.
That's
You
true.
can make the day. Or you can do something to help make their day. Maybe
Walking out,
nothing.
spending time in nature,
Yeah.
walking the
Or just
dog,
saying
digging in the
hello.
dirt.
Yeah.
Those raise your vibration.
Yeah.
And,
Those.
and some things that like our mothers always reminded us is eat your fruits and veggies, right? And stay hydrated. Have a balanced diet. Make sure you get all your uh, nutrition, your all your nutrients, and a very well balanced nutrients, and stay hydrated. It's really important, especially with all those eclipse symptoms that we had in the beginning, to to be able to withstand and get through, like kind of weather the storm, so to speak.
Mhm.
And these are some suggestions that we all do, and praying and Reiki. I mean, all of these are just really wonderful suggestions. But I just wanted to kind of talk about the ones that really stood out to me. Um, so let me see what else I have. Oh,
Lovely.
this one is so exciting. So this is a astrological type
Wow.
of snapshot that I came across. I thought it was very uplifting, and it's about the month of November, and it says November is set to be
Another eclipse.
a positive month of with an abundance of exciting opportunities and possibilities opening up. I thought that was absolutely phenomenal because this is what I'm feeling, you guys. I know
Hmm.
everybody's like, "Oh, the eclipse, all these energies," and they're all like, "Huh," but I'm telling you, my guides are waking me up saying, "Let the sign shine in." I mean, what this says is what the guides are telling me. November is
Interesting.
a opening up to opportunities and possibilities. On a personal note, we will be feeling more liberated and adventurous than we have in a long time. This is like a passing of that heavy negative energy. And then this
Yay.
is what's opening up right here. So this is what we have to look forward to. Although there may be tension and challenges, particularly around the 8th lunar eclipse. Now we know it's lunar. We will retain a sense of optimism, which I think is beautiful. By the end of the month, we will see a change, and we will have been longing for finally arrive. Expect an uplifting energy to feel magnetic, free-spirited, and lucky in love. Is that not beautiful?
Sounds
And
wonderful.
I know.
I'm
I was
ready.
I know.
Let go of that energy and let's have some fun.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I know.
It's
And
been it's been deep and ugly. This heavy energy recently.
Somewhat surprising.
Yeah,
I know.
surprised me.
That's what I mean. Somewhat surprising.
Yeah. So I'm ready for some new energy. Yippee
There,
skippy.
Yeah, there is relief. There is relief. And just, I mean, it did go through the dates and give the actual times of the astrological movements and occurrences that I thought was absolutely phenomenal. But just the uplifting statement that she offered, or that this person offered, and I thought it was really very, very beautiful and encouraging for to me. And I thought everybody needs to hear this.
We did need to hear this. For sure.
So this one, the next one I want to share it's a little bit hard to see because of the background is a little
Beautiful.
deep, but it says the world is waking up from a deep sleep into a new reality where love, compassion, and respect for all life take center stage.
I
I
love
just
that.
I just thought that summed it all up.
It does.
The whole world.
Mhm.
We are one world. We
We
are
are
one
one.
universe, but let's start with the world.
Yeah. If we could just get that in our heads, we are one world, one humankind.
That's right. The world is waking up from a deep sleep into a new reality where love, compassion, and respect for all life take center stage. I was just, yeah, I'm speechless.
Speechless.
But the thing is, it rang true. It rang
Yes, it does
true,
ring
and
true.
it's it's
What we're
not.
all here for.
Some people call it like spiritual bypassing or something like this, and it's not spiritual bypassing. It's actually um, It's actually taking a moment to see and look at the bright side, look at what's going right, look at what magnificence the human body is and the human consciousness is.
Mhm.
Taking stock in our own divinity, in our own soul that is in our own, it is contained in our own human body. It's realizing and looking past. Some of the distractions and some of the egoic type of uh,
Behaviors out there.
energies. Yeah,
Mm, yeah. And just trust. You know the universe is working with us, not against us. The universe is working on our behalf.
Yeah.
We just have to tell it what we want and believe that we deserve it. Believe that mankind deserves peace and compassion and unconditional love and unity consciousness.
And it does have a sense of humor.
I find spirit has a great sense of humor.
It has a sense of humor. So you need to be able to laugh at yourself, at things that happen, but it makes everything come through
I was
so
just going to
much
say
easier.
that's great, Juno. Thank you for saying that.
we
So
were put
true.
here to love people and use things, but we become people who love things and use people. Ah,
Yeah, but true. But it's changing, Juno. We are changing it one human at a time. When we
Exactly.
change ourselves, we're changing the vibration.
yeah. Unfortunately, the ones that are on display and the ones that are in the public eye, or the ones that sound the loudest or make the biggest noise, are the ones maybe that are not as had do not have as much enlightenment or integrity. Yet our neighbor, our friends, our community members, we are all high vibrational love and light people who do not abide by using people and loving things. We all love people. I think that, the renewed faith in humanity, in our neighbor, in our the majority of the population all over the world has kindness in their heart and like a helpful nature. We all want the same
There's,
thing. We all want peace, love, and joy.
Hmm.
which is a good reason not to watch the TV, because those that are getting attention are those that are out of the norm. They're not talking about those of us that help each other. They're not talking about those that like to laugh with their neighbor. They're talking about those that don't. So
They have
why
hate
are
and
we
fear in
watching
their
them?
heart. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are we watching it? They aren't the norm. They aren't like everybody else out there looking for the good in people. They're
Mhm.
not looking at the glass half full.
Yep.
They're only
Very
looking
true.
at the other part. So why do you watch?
Yeah. I don't.
Thank you, Heather. That's exactly what I was getting at. That's exactly what I was trying to get across. You're right. This is, and I think it started like when we like if there was a fire in the area or if something happened in your neighborhood and they would put it on the news so that you would have concern or knowledge about what
Yes.
happened or
Circumstances
caution.
around you.
Yeah.
Not so everybody can flock there and just ooh and ah, but if they want to flock there, do something to help.
And it just really got out of hand. It really
Mhm.
did because it's yeah, I definitely have a good sense of the humanity that we are sharing our lives with on this planet, and I do know that all of us have a spirit that's inside of us, a soul that they're connected to. Some people may or may not be aware of it at this moment, but we are all souls here on this planet, and we're not. Actually,
We
I
all
try.
come from the big one soul.
We
We're
are all one.
we are all one. There's no difference. Just location, color, whatever.
Still
We're all the
all
same
part
soul.
of one.
There, and and Sassy thinks so too. Isn't that her name?
Sassy's best friend just walked in the back door, so she's barking.
Aw,
She's saying hi.
that was a friendly hello for sure.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
oh, thank you, Gina M. And let me see, did they put Gina? Let me see. Yeah, here they have the Crone Zone. Gina M. Thank you, Gina M. for doing a
Thank you.
great job. They put your YouTube channel up, and it's the
Thank
Crone Zone
you.
Conversations with the Ancients. And please do go over and subscribe. And if you're watching this show now, or if you're watching this show later, we'd appreciate that. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Jean.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gina.
Yes, Gina
We have
M.
the best moderators out there, I tell you.
We
Wonderful moderators.
we certainly do. We
We
certainly
appreciate
do.
each and every one of you. Trust
And
me.
everybody does it so willingly.
Uh-huh.
It is so wonderful.
And with such love
Yep.
and respect.
Yep.
I have
It-
yet to see an ugly chat room in anything that I've been watching or involved in. It's wonderful.
Right.
And that was one of my biggest fears with going live, starting a YouTube channel. I thought it was going to be as nasty as Facebook. You know what I mean? It's nothing like it, at least in our sphere of influence. It's fantastic. So thank you, all of you in the chat room.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everybody for
And
being
those that aren't in chat, those that are just
and
watching.
watching later. We appreciate you stopping by. So Priscilla, I think I was chatting with you last night and we were talking about the frequency of Gaia, of the Earth, is also raising to fourth density, and that a lot of these the eclipse energies are also compounded by ascension symptoms. And what we mean by ascension symptoms is the Earth is raising its frequency, as well as humanity, because we are part of the Earth. We are also raising our frequency, and they call this ascension symptoms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so whenever you're raising your vibration, you're helping raise Gaia's vibration. When you, the way that I believe spiritually is that when you shake off bad energy, send it down to Gaia because she can transmute it to whatever it is she needs. So when you shake off
And
the
she
things that are
thrives on it.
bothering you,
Yeah, and
just shake it off, send those energies down into Mother Earth because she'll
she
turn
loves
them
it.
around and she loves that.
Yeah.
It's
It
like
is.
how oxygen in plants, it's the same sort of thing.
Okay, Good. And it's the frequency, or the energies that we're feeling, um, from the eclipse and other energies that they call ascension symptoms are, this is the energy that is coming from the
Center of the galaxy.
cosmos, right?
Mhm.
And this is what they need us to ground into Gaia to help
Gaia
Gaia's frequency rise. So we're the conduits. They need us. They need all of us light workers.
to
At the same
ground.
time of us receiving this higher frequency energy and these ascension energies that we're feeling in our body, we need to ground them so that Gaia can rise in frequency. There was something else I was just going to say. Sorry. Um, oh, I'm so sorry. I just left
Well,
it.
when you ground those frequencies into to Gaia, you're actually anchoring them in as well.
Yeah.
And that's important that we anchor those because it helps raise the vibration around us, not just ourselves, but the people around us.
And we, as light workers, are called here, and we're called here to shine our light. We are all strategically placed all over the world. And Heather and Priscilla are in the southern East Coast. I'm in the mid East Coast, and there's all of you are all over the world. And we are all strategically placed where we are so that when we raise our vibration, we can shine this light out. And how do you shine this light out? By raising your frequency, by sharing it with others, by
Kindness,
being kindness and laughter, right? Getting back to
kindness,
the
Sending out
very
love.
beginning.
compassion, laughter, all of those things.
And all of those things are all part of love. You're sending out love.
And that unconditional love. It actually, we're creating a network of high vibration around the planet. There's already a grid around the planet, and what we're doing is adding to that grid to help raise the vibration of the collective of humanity as well as the planet. So go out there and shine your light. You know, we're always saying, shine your light, shine your light. That's why. It takes all of us.
Absolutely.
It does. It takes all of us. It's a big
Wow.
planet.
Well said. Well said. That's you guys knew exactly what I was trying to get across. That's perfect. Very well said. And this is, they're saying that we're in the middle of it, that it's here, it's now. The ascension is happening, the vibration and the frequency change is happening, it's occurring, and us being light workers are being called to be of assistance.
Mhm.
And that's kind of just what I thought was really important for all of us just to kind of say out loud. And I'm so grateful to my angels and guides that gave me that song that I very poorly sang, Let the Sun Shine In. I mean,
You did it better than I could. Just be glad it wasn't me
You
singing.
did it very effectively. We all knew what song you were singing.
Yeah,
No
we
problem.
recognized it. No problem.
it just, I was rocking out to it all day, I got to tell you. And
That's
it
great.
really did help raise my vibration and the hopefulness and the joy that I feel. And they say that on the quantum level, which is beyond space and time, that's
Mhm.
quantum level, this ascension has already occurred.
Already
We've
happened.
already ascended. We've already won. We've already in in gotten to the place that we're looking to rise to, and that we're just here on this planet Earth right now to experience this in this time and space. I thought it was really, really interesting.
I hope people understand what you just said because it's important to know we're there. We've made it. We're just having to experience it because of our time delay in 3D. But
Right.
it's a done deal and has been for a few years now.
Yes, yes. And it's up to us, I think, how fast or how slow we go through this. Once we all, wake up and start, looking at the higher vibrational most important type of meaningful things in our lives, then and shake out of this, shame and hate and worry, and shake that
Complaining,
off.
complaining. I see so much complaining on the television and in people. They complain about nonsense. Things that really live and let live.
And when you complain, it only brings more things to
Brings your
you to complain about.
and brings your vibration down. So those things can, ooh, a light just went on in your room.
That's, yeah.
It's magic.
And
Right.
the same happens with gratitude. If we're grateful, then we bring more things to be grateful for to closer to us as well in our lives.
Mhm.
I've been grateful for toilet paper during the pandemic. That was one on my list. I'm grateful I have toilet paper.
Wow.
Our tree that year, our Christmas tree that year was ornaments were face masks and toilet paper wreath. What do you call? No, not wreath. What do you call it when you go around and around?
It's a garland.
Garland. Toilet paper was the garland on our 2020 Christmas tree.
Lights, toilet paper, and masks.
And
All
masks.
sorts of different masks.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If you have pictures, I'd love to see them.
I have pictures.
That
I
sounds,
definitely have pictures.
that sounds hilarious, right?
It was.
Hilarious.
We
And it
needed
was
a little laughter, so that's what we did.
That's made us laugh. Every time we looked at the tree, we laughed. So that was a good thing to do during that time period when we were all stuck at home.
Yeah.
It worked.
It's so inspiring to see, the experiences that both of you have had in your lives, and you still come back to this, be kind to one another, have unconditional love. We will get through this. This too shall pass. I mean, it's so important to see the other side of it and know that it's just around the corner.
I believe it is. I
Yeah.
believe it is. I think we're there. And it inspires me to see so many beautiful beings in the chat room exchanging love and compassion for each other. And it
So
grows every day.
obviously they're doing it. So obviously with what they're saying to each other, how they behave with each other, the respect they give to each other, it's obvious that they are sending out the love and light that
And
needs to be out there.
That's right. And think about how large this YouTube community is getting. It is getting bigger all the time. And it's all about unconditional love and unity consciousness. So
Exactly.
the more the
I love
merrier.
that. I love that when you say that unity consciousness, because what's good for me is what's good for everybody. And this is the unity consciousness that is so important with unconditional love and kindness. And it's just really, it's so key. I love that phrase, and you use it quite often. And I really love it when you use that.
That's one of our hashtags because it's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's combining everything.
But even unity consciousness you cannot have unless you have unconditional love. So
Wow.
that is first, and then unity consciousness.
And
That's
look at our
beautiful.
audience. We have so many amazing crones that have so many great gifts from the lives that they've led and the choices they've made and following their bliss or whatever.
Right.
I've learned so much from the people in this community. Even in just the reading chat rooms, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Quite frequently.
Or, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Absolutely. We're sort of what they call preaching to the choir. We understand that you all are highly evolved and conscious beings of love and light. And we love discussing this with you just in case we happen to have a bad day or a bad week, and just to put it out there as a reminder for anybody who may be coming along and watching this, and maybe give them the optimistic outlook.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, you're preaching to the choir, but the choir's here, and they should be congratulated for continuing to do what we're doing.
That's true.
They're all out there shining their light as well.
Yeah.
I know y'all are. And thank you for everything that you do, all your feedback, all your participation. It really does make it so much more enjoyable to see all of you here. And
does.
thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you, Priscilla and Heather, for your high vibrational, highly well experienced outlook and advice for all of us. I really do appreciate everything that you do for all of us.
Oh, thank
Thanks.
you. We appreciate each and
Yeah.
every one of you.
We so enjoy being with this group of people.
Yes, we do. Thank you
fun.
all in the chat room too.
Yes.
You know how much we love you guys.
All right. So with that, we will end the broadcast. Thank you again, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. I will be back this weekend. I have several shows that I don't have my calendar up. I'm sorry. I will be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I will be on Allie's channel on Sunday. And girls, what do you have coming up?
Tomorrow we're going to talk about the outer chakras. So that's like 8 through 22.
I want to be there.
Well, you can watch it later.
That's
I
the
know
thing.
how you have to work
Just
through to see the ones you want. But yeah,
Right.
we're going to, and then on Sunday, we're going to talk about talismans with Indigo Jaguar. Heather from
Ooh.
Indigo Jaguar. It's going to be about talismans, and that's
and
3
hers.
Eastern on Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. And it's with YouTube content providers. We often have simultaneous, but I can always catch on the replay. So I'm looking forward to both of those.
Exactly.
I catch a lot of replays. You just have to. You can't keep up.
Yeah. And that's
Okay.
better for me anyway, because that way I can get everybody's words.
Yeah. Closed captioning is you can have on replay, and that's very helpful for people that have hearing difficulties.
Very good. That's good to know. Wow,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, and have a great Friday. Bye now.
Everybody.
Bye.